Lycanthropy and the Modern Man, Sophie's Other Child, by Boyd Campbell.
You killed the wolf.
Well, there's no crime in that, is there?
The wolf was Bela.
You think I don't know the difference between a wolf and a man?
Bela became a wolf, and you killed him. A werewolf can be killed only with a silver bullet, or a silver knife, or a stick with a silver handle.
You're insane. I tell you, I killed a wolf, a plain, ordinary wolf.
Take this charm, the pentagram, the sign of the wolf. It can break the evil spell.
Evil spell. Pentagram, wolfbane. Oh, I'm sick of the whole thing. I'm gonna get out of here.
Whoever is bitten by a werewolf and lives becomes a werewolf himself.
Oh, quit handing me that. You're just wasting your time.
The wolf bit you, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Wear this charm over your heart always.
All right, I'll take it. What's it worth to you? I'll give you...
to show me the wound?
What?
Do you dare to show me the wound?
Everyone has an ex, Boyd. Is it gentlemanly to say she's a lycanthrope? Fair question. Absolutely fair. There are some things you should know. To begin with, my oldest friends will all say the same thing. If I say somebody is a werewolf, it means I think they're cooler than you. That's a fact. Indeed, my wife was and is cooler than most of you, but she's not my wife anymore. I should confess that she was never my one and only once-in-a-lifetime love. That's a distinction that belongs to somebody else. To be fair, I was her third attempt at a husband, so we're square on that level. The deciding factor in whether or not I would marry her was that I loved her father so much I would have married his dog, and she asked me to. For some women, I am absolutely weak. Watching her go up the stairs at Scrooge's when we met, it struck me that this was the most sexually thrilling woman I'd met in a while. Had I known about the lycanthropy thing at that moment, Maggie, the owner, would have to spray me down with soda water from the beverage gun like Keogh used to. I'm pretty sure Randy did once too. I'm not a terribly orderly person in bars. She was tiny, like a wren. Her eyes were chocolate and her hair was coffee. When she sang, "Angels Wept," so did I. She came into my life at a rough time. Because I was questioning myself, I questioned God too. I loved her, absolutely, but it wasn't enough. We were the victims of fantastically bad marriage counseling. The thing to remember about werewolves is that nobody is born a werewolf. They're made. Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is bright. Lycanthropy is a tragic gift. Nobody suffers as much as the werewolf himself. The most famous movie about lycanthropy is The Wolf Man, made in 1941, starring Lon Chaney Jr., the son of Lon Chaney, only that wasn't his name. His name was Creighton, and he barely knew his father. In the film, Bela, the gypsy's son, played by Bela Lugosi, whose career was at a standstill in 1941, attacks Chaney as Larry Talbot while he's a wolf. Talbot kills Bela with his father's silver-handled cane, but is wounded on the chest by the wolf. Chaney and Lugosi's careers would cycle around each other for 15 years as the lives of each man spiraled downward. Creighton's mother was Frances Cleveland Creighton, a dancer and singer who worked with his father on stage before the elder Chaney discovered silent film. It was his work as a stage actor that taught him theatrical makeup, turning him into the man of 1,000 faces. Frances Creighton had undiagnosed and untreated bipolar disorder and schizophrenia, beginning in her late 20s. Chaney believed it was a character flaw and abandoned her and his young son. As often happens with mental illness, the child became the caregiver. Without support from his father or other family members or any form of psychological care, Creighton struggled to keep his mother stable, without understanding why she wasn't. Although he suffered broad alcoholism and relentless depression in his last years, there were no signs that Creighton Chaney had any innate mental illness. it was done to him. In a desperate attempt to find peace and resolution, Francis Creighton drank poison acid as a suicide attempt while Lon Chaney was performing. In the film The Man of a Thousand Faces, with James Cagney playing Chaney, they included this moment. I wish they hadn't. Since Frances was never a movie star and not the subject of the film, there was little effort to be sympathetic to her. After this, young Creighton went from foster home to foster home. He was told his mother died. It was only after his father's death that he learned she wasn't. In the late 30s, Creighton played Lenny in stage adaptations of the novel Of Mice and Men. He received broad acclaim in the film version. By 1941, The Wolfman made him a star, but it wouldn't last. My wife didn't have bipolar disorder or schizophrenia. Her diagnosis was similar to mine, but I'm not going to discuss her business. She was beautiful, brilliant, and kind. No one should hold lycanthropy against her. I met Creighton Chaney's grandson, Lon Chaney's great-grandson, at horror and science fiction conventions. Ron is the sweetest guy you can imagine. He calls Creighton Pops. Whatever someone's public persona is, there's always somebody who loves them and calls them something like Pops. My brother had bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. When he was young, it could get way out of control. One night, during an outbreak of lycanthropy, he tried to kill me. Obviously, he didn't, but it separated me from him and me from my mother until long after they both had died. Treatment for bipolar, schizophrenia, and persistent depressive disorder is really good now. For a while, the drugs they gave me for depression made sex possible, but pointless. It's better now. I want Sophie's other child to be a protected space where I and others can discuss how mental wellness and mental illness impact regular people. These are often things people keep hidden, as Larry Talbot did with his lycanthropy. What I hope to accomplish is an environment where people can see these things in the light and understand them as something other than a curse.
Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is bright.
Sophie's Other Child is a reader-supported publication. To receive new posts and support our work, consider becoming a free or paid subscriber.